Hey everyone, today's video is about when Bakugou slaps you in front of the whole class. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and let's get going. It started as a normal day. You were seated between Bakugou and Kirishima in the classroom, their familiar presence a comfort in the chaos that was Class 1A. You had been together for months now, an unconventional trio. Sure, but you made it work. Bakugou's fiery passion paired with Kirishima's grounded warmth balanced perfectly, and somehow you found yourself in the center of their orbit. But today, something was off. Bakugou had been snapping at everyone more than usual, his temper flaring at the smallest provocations. Kirishima, ever the peacemaker, had been trying to calm him down all morning, but his attempts only seemed to make things worse. He leaned over to Kirishima, whispering, "What's with him today? Did he skip breakfast or something?" Kirishima chuckled softly, though his smile didn't reach his eyes. "I think it's more than that. He seemed fine earlier, but maybe something's bothering him." Before he could respond, Aizawa walked in, starting the lesson. You turned your attention to the front of the room, but you could feel Bakugou's tension radiating off him like heat waves. Every small noise or distraction seemed to set him on edge, and you knew that it was only a matter of time before he exploded. The breaking point came during a group activity. He had been paired with Bakugou and Kirishima, working on a strategy drill. As usual, Bakugou took charge, barking orders and criticizing every suggestion that wasn't his own. Normally, you'd let him have his way. He had a knack for strategy after all. But today, his tone rubbed you the wrong way. "Bakugou, we can't just rush in head first," you argued, crossing your arms. "That's going to get us trapped. We need to think this through." "And what the hell do you know about strategy?" he snapped, his eyes narrowing. "Do you think you're smarter than me or something?" "I'm saying that we should work together. That we should work together. It's not all about you." The room went silent as Bakugou stood up, his chair scraping loudly against the floor. You stared up at him, refusing to back down. "Don't test me, Wayan," he growled. "And don't treat me like I'm an idiot," you retorted. That's when it happened. Bakugou's hand moved faster than he could process, the sound of the slap echoing through the room. Your cheek stung, and the entire class froze in shock. Even Bakugou seemed surprised by what he had done, his eyes wide for a split second before he masked it with his usual scowl. Kirishima was the first to react. "What the hell, Bakugou?" he shouted, stepping between the two of you, his crimson eyes blazed with anger, as he placed a protective hand on your shoulder. "You don't just hit them like that. Stay out of this shitty air." Bakugou barked, but there was a flicker of guilt in his voice. "Stay out of it. Are you kidding me?" Kirishima shot back. "You just slapped him in front of the whole class." Your hands trembled as you pressed them to your cheek. The sting slowly faded, but the humiliation burning harder. "Kirishima, it's fine," he muttered, though your voice wavered. It's not fine." Kirishima interrupted, turning to you. "Don't defend him, Wayan. He crossed the line. Oi, don't act like you're perfect." Bakugou snarled, stepping forward. Save it." Kirishima cut him off. "You're actually not talking your way out of this one, alright? You don't have the right to." After class, Kirishima dragged you to a cover girl's office, insisting that she checks your teeth, even though that you assured him it wasn't necessary. Bakugou trailed behind, his usual confidence replaced with a brooding silence. When your cover girl declared you were fine, Kirishima finally let you go, but the tension between the three of you was palpable. The moment you stepped outside, Kirishima turned to Bakugou. "We're talking about this now." "Whatever," Bakugou muttered. shoving his hands in his pockets. You found an empty classroom, and Kirishima shut the door behind you. He crossed his arms, his expression unusually serious. What the hell was that, Bakugou? Bakugou leaned against the wall, his jaw clenched. I don't need a damn lecture from you. You don't need a lecture. Kirishima's voice rose. You hid them, man. Do you even realize how messed up that is? I didn't mean to. Bakugou snapped, finally looking at you. His crimson eyes were filled with something that you rarely saw. It was regret and guilt. I just lost control, okay? Do you think that makes it better? You finally asked, your voice quiet but firm. You humiliated me in front of everyone, Katsuki. The use of his first name seemed to hit him harder than anything. He looked away, his hands curling into fists. I know. I screwed up, and I'm sorry about it. Okay? I shouldn't have done that. Kirishima softened slightly, but didn't let up. You need to do more than apologize, Bakugou. You need to actually make it right. Bakugou let out a frustrated sigh, running a hand through his hair. What do you want me to do, huh? I already said I'm sorry. Start by meaning it, you said, stepping closer to him, and then figure out how to control your temper. Because if this happens again, Katsuki, I'm done. We're done. The weight of your words hung heavy in the air. Bakugou's eyes met yours, and for the first time you saw fear in them. It won't happen again, he said, his voice barely above a whisper. I swear. Kirishima stepped forward, placing a hand on Bakugou's shoulder. We're a team, man. We're supposed to have each other's backs, not tear each other down. You've got to actually do better for all of us. Bakugou nodded, his usual fire dimmed but not extinguished. I will. That night, the three of you sat together in your dorm room. Bakugou was unusually quiet, his head resting on your lap, as Kirishima rubbed soothing circles on your back. It wasn't perfect, but it was a start. I'm sorry. Bakugou murmured again, his voice muffled against your thigh, and you ran your fingers through his hair, sighing. I know, Katsuki. Just don't make me regret forgiving you. I won't, he promised, and for once he actually believed him. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.